For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 20 of Season 2 here in the Napoli career mode on FIFA 17. Today we end the transfer window with a game away from home against Sassuolo, followed by a game at home against Carpi to round out this January window. We're obviously looking to make one final signing before the window is over. We have 35 million to spend and two players to sell on who, as of this moment in time, haven't had any interest shown in them, which is rather frustrating considering I need a little bit more money to be able to afford the players that I want to bring in. I'm going to offer 30 million plus Raul Albiol for Isco here, and I don't think it's going to be enough, but because he's available on a pre-contract and running out of time on that contract, they might be willing to accept something like that. Of course, Raul Albiol came to Napoli from Real Madrid, so very, very unclear as to whether they might want to have him back at the club or not. The other player we're looking to sell on is, where are you? Darmian, who's the right back, of course. It came in from Man United, played a bit part role, isn't happy with that bit part role, so we're looking to move him on again. And we'll try Albiol here first as well for Marco Asensio. If not, we will try Darmian. I'm also contemplating going in for Verratti, but I'm going to need a lot of money if I'm going to be able to sign Marco Verratti, and I don't quite think we're going to have the financial power to be able to do that. But we'll have to wait and see what happens over the next 4 in-game days with 2 games to play and the 10-hour countdown of the window. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. Let's head away from home against Sassuolo. Jorginho across to Diawara. Insigne or Husay even looking to get him behind. And there's Lucas. Lucas driving inside. Now, of course, this is a battle of the league's 2 top goal scorers. And Belotti started off on fire, scoring after just 2 minutes, 50 seconds. A great move all the way from kickoff, straight up the other end. Sassuolo yet to touch the ball. And we have ourselves a 1-0 lead. As we mentioned in the last episode, Belotti and Berardi of Sassuolo are fighting it out for the top goal scorer award in the league. Belotti was on 16, Berardi 15 heading into this. That moves Belotti on to 17 goals for the Serie A season so far. And, well, if we can continue in that vein, then the golden boot for him might be as one-sided at the end of the season as the league table looks like it's going to be for the team as a whole. This is a good move down the left-hand side. I don't know where Insigne's gotten to, but Johnny doesn't need him at this rate. Johnny stands it up and, whoa, De Bock slashes it clear. Not the best of clearances whatsoever. Cross will come in from Zielinski. Oh, it's going to be Insigne underneath it. Not really going to be scoring any headers himself, is he? We'll get that back inside to Diawara, though. Unfortunately, the pace on the ball wasn't quite good enough. Insigne around the corner there to Lucas. Oh, I don't know what the defender was doing. Lucas surely will tuck this away, and it's 2-0. A terrible mistake from the Sassuolo backline there. What on earth went through the defender's head there to think that diving in like that was going to be the right thing to do in that situation? Oh, look at it again. I mean, perhaps he thought he could get there, and if he'd gone with his left leg, then maybe he might have done, but nowhere near it as it happens, and Lucas is deadly in that situation. How many times this season have we seen him shoot across the goal like that into the far corner? It's 2-0 after 12 minutes. Be down the right-hand side, looking to cut inside on that left, but we've stopped him. Oh, I've given it straight to Defrel. It gets it to the man in the middle, Ragusa, who draws a save out of Rulli. Could be a corner here for Sassuolo. That was my own doing, really. Corner's coming in from Domenico Berardi. And that's a great whip. Who's underneath that? It's Lecce, but it's well over the top of the bar. Sassuolo's first couple of efforts on goal, but still 2-0. Oh, wow. I was slightly put off by the way that Alan McAnally pronounced Adam Yajic in the commentary, so I wasn't really concentrating on what was going on the pitch, or at least wasn't concentrating on commentating what was going on the pitch, and he's just drilled that across there, and Sensi arrives at the right time and sweeps it home. Sassuolo are back in this one. That's a very, very good finish. 2-1. Oh, Lucas just managed to squeeze that to Husay. And there's Diawara. Belotti's in the middle. I will help it on its way, and Jorginho can't squeeze it home. We very nearly instantly made it 3-1. To try almost replicate what happened at the end of the last episode, where we end up scoring, or there were 4 goals in the final 7 minutes, 2 for us, 2 for our opponent, Jorginho, with a decent effort, but Concili with a comfortable save. Just under 10 minutes to go to a half-time, and it's still 2-1 here, but we've got the ball back again, and we could yet make it 3 before this move is out. Lucas just gets tackled and Diawara is not going to be able to get there. It is going to stay at 2-1. Lucas with space to run into. And, oh, very nearly found Belotti. We'll try for a second time. Then I'll try and just whip it. Andrea, that's disgusting. Perfect angle for it as well. That finesse shot from the edge of the box is just outrageous. That's unbelievable. If he keeps that up for the rest of the season, then he'll win this Golden Boot by a mile, just as we are going to win the league title by a mile. If we win this, or rephrase, when we win this, we'll be 11 points clear at the top of the Serie A table. Agnanelli out to Ragusa. Tackling, rather comfortably done, but Russo's pass was terrible. Magnanelli has another opportunity. In there to Sensi, their goal scorer. Looking to turn provider now. It's a very good cross, and Defrel with a header. Well held by Geronimo Rulli. Needed to be kept out that, otherwise that would have been 3-2. I think if I cast my mind back, the last time we played Sassuolo in the league, it was quite an entertaining game with quite a few goals. Did it end up being 3-2 then as well? I'm not sure. I'm sure someone will be able to figure it out for me or remember in the comment section, but Jorginho will put this through to Belotti, but he's not going to get his hat-trick, at least not just yet. We'll stay at 3-1. Johnny with a throw. Insigne around the corner. Belotti still on that hat-trick, but I'm not going to try and force a third goal for him if it's not going to present itself in a clear-cut opportunity, because we might as well just continue to score. Oh, with everyone else I was going to say, but Insigne's put it wide. Come on, mate, that would have been the perfect end to a piece of commentary there if you'd have just bent that into the bottom corner. And he's missed. Corner. Insigne will take it because he's not going to be winning any headers in the box. Van Dijk might. He did, but he's headed over, unfortunately. 10 minutes to go, still 3-1. Ragusa. Oh, well, that just dropped free to him, didn't it? That's a great ball in as well, and Lecce scores. It's 3-2 here. He had an effort earlier on, Lecce, that didn't go on target, but that time, I think he... Oh, he's defied the laws of physics. He ran through the goal net. It's 3-2 now. They got really lucky there with the way it dropped back to the man out wide, but he's done well there, Lecce. Just ducks down and directs the header home. 3-2 with 7 minutes to go. He knocks that down to Jorginho. I'll go back out wide to Insigne. Now they've committed a lot of men forward here looking for that equaliser. And Insigne's just going to poke this across here. And then Belotti can't complete his hat-trick. He really should have completed his hat-trick there. I'm actually really frustrating myself for not tucking that away and giving him the glory he deserved, because that second goal on its own deserved to be met with a hat-trick of goals in this game. I still can't believe the way that he scored that second. I'll try and poke this through, but Peluso cuts it out. Diawara might get that to that first, and he has done. And it still might end up at Belotti here, and it has. And surely this time, there's the hat-trick. We are going to end with a 4-2 scoreline. Andrea Belotti is going to get his hat-trick. Again, another goal-filled game here in Serie A, and we're going to win it by a 2-goal margin and take another haul of 3 points. Back to the transfer window now, and then into the game against Carpi. Come back to 3 emails. Okay. They're not interested. Real Madrid aren't interested in... not interested in Albiol. Let's try the same deals, but with... where are you? But with Darmian. I might up this one to 35, because I could still afford his wages, because they're about 165, and with Darmian leaving, I could still afford Asensio's wages. Isco is on slightly more... Isco is on slightly more a week, so I'll offer 33, and then we'll do the Darmian deal, or attempt the Darmian deal, and see if we can get Isco in as an alternative. Still no signs of bids for either Albiol or Darmian outright, even though they've both been transfer listed for the majority of the window. We have had a transfer offer now for Albiol, which is good news, and the offer for Isco has been accepted. Superb. Right then, 8.5. I'm going to just accept that, just to ensure that the money goes out the door and that we get the extra wages into the transfer budget. And I'm thrilled with that, because that means that it looks like Isco might be coming in. We will adjust the budgets. We can afford him as is, even without Raul Albiol leaving. And they're not interested in Matteo Darmian for Asensio, but they are interested in him for Isco. Don't care that counteracts each other. I'm quite happy to continue on with the Isco deal. Isco was my preferred of all of those players anyway. Let's jump now into this game against Carpi, and then on transfer deadline day itself, in the final 10-hour countdown, we'll confirm that Isco deal. Darmian to Rog. In there to Ben Yedder. Now, last time we played Carpi, I had a rather cheesy video title saying Carpi can't copy. We'll see if Carpi can copy with us today, but another extremely early goal. This time it's Wissam Ben Yedder that gives us the lead after 2 minutes 50 seconds. Nice little interlinking play between him and I think it was Azpilicueta actually, but a thumping finish. We lead very early on again. Carpi aren't coping. Prela played through. Cross could come in here. He's done me there. Quick change of pace. Needs to make up his mind. Pestucci, good save by Drongowski at the near post. That nearly snuck in, didn't it? Conceded too many near post goals for my liking in both this series and the Oviedo one of recent. So I'm quite pleased that a goalkeeper actually made a save in that situation this time around. Go that to Krejci there. He's got Ben Yedder there with him, and they haven't got many defenders back. You want to play this over the top looking for Dries Mertens, who won't get on the end of it, unfortunately. So we'll have to... Ooh, will we? Yes. We'll have to settle for 1-0 in the opening 10 minutes. Del Valle out wide here to Lolo. Oh, did that go through the defender's legs? I think it may well have done. Trying to my best to get it away from Del Valle, but somehow he's able to hold off all the defenders. Darmian is the man that eventually gets it off him, playing his final game here for the club, and Azpilicueta gets in a good block there. Dave is actually playing at CDM in this game rather than at centre-back or right-back. That's why he and Darmian are both on the pitch at the same time, as well as Tonelli and Chiriches. We'll see Hamšík's on his way back from injury now, but Hamšík's time in the first team, similar to Mertens, is coming to a close. If/when that Isco deal is signed, he will take Hamšík's starting place in the first team, and Hamšík will drop to the reserve side. And Marco Rog will see his first team football cut slightly short for the rest of this season. But I came close to a second goal there with Ben Yedder. I didn't think he was going to win that header, and he did. But unfortunately, directed it wide of the post. But he's decent with his feet. Racing away on a try Berber spin. He's got a 5-star weak foot. Good save by Belek, though. Ben Yedder around the corner to Rog. Down the line there to Krejci. Use that agility. Oh, it's a lovely turn. It's a great block to stop me from scoring yet another one. Krejci to whip the ball in. Who's underneath that? To Prela. I see the man Allen on the edge of the box. We'll drill it back to him. It's very nicely done. Into Gulam, unfortunately. Not someone that is too prolific in front of goal, but Rog will keep this in. Pull that back through there to Mertens. Wrong foot the defender. Slot it home. Yeah, we go. It's 2-0 in the 28th minute. Took ages to actually work that opportunity, but in the end, Mertens just rolls it underneath the keeper, and we have extended our lead. Wide there to Pestucci. Early ball in. Tonelli can only turn it behind for a corner. Carpi with a chance to get one back here before half-time. Pestucci will take the cross himself, and it's towards... That's a great opportunity. Romagnoli there, the man in the middle. Is that the Romagnoli? Maybe he's on loan at Carpi from AC Milan. I'm not sure, but if that's... Right, if Romagnoli, if that's is it Alessio or Alesso? Romagnoli has gone from AC Milan to Carpi, then that is a step down, a huge step down. It might very well be a different Romagnoli, but if it's the same Romagnoli, then I'm surprised to see him here in Carpi colours. Nice ball through there, get slightly lucky with the way it drops free, but that time, oh, Alan did go down hard there, and I thought the referee might have thought about giving a penalty, but it's going to be 2-0 at half-time. Here's Mayello. Nearly intercepted, but Simonson picks it up. There's a number of red shirts flooding forward here. Leandro is the man that he picks out. Space there for the man over here. Oh, strike off the bar. Wow, what an effort from the man from about 30 yards. I'm not sure who it was. He hit it before I could even have a chance to register which player it was and what his name was. It might have been him, I'm not sure. It may even have been Fidela. I wasn't paying too much attention. I was watching the flight of the ball rather than who hit it. Letizia gets this inside to Simonson. That's a clean foul there. Clean foul? No such thing, Ches. It's a clean tackle there with no foul. Krejci overruns that though, and we're still under pressure. De Prela bringing it forward. I've made a substitution, or I've got a substitution in the making. Rog is going to come off for Marek Hamšík, who's on his way back from injury. That's an effort that's, I think, probably won its way wide, but needed to be blocked just in case. Ben Yedder across here. I've given it away again. I'm causing my own problems here, aren't I? Fidela forward to Simonson. He's got runners all around him. Waiting for the turn. There it is. We get the tackle in, but it's still dropped to him. Gets it inside to Leandro, and he drills it wide. Oh dear, that's getting a bit frantic, isn't it? 5 minutes to go. Still 2-0. Through to Ben Yedder. I will go out wide. I wasn't sure whether I was going to commit to that, but Krejci's there tackled, but tackles it back again. Make that inside to Aspi around the corner. Lay that to Hamšík. Might as well. Why not? Oh, wowzers. What an effort from Marek Hamšík. His first team action is not going to be as forthcoming in the second half of this season, but what a goal that would have been. They hit the bar with a cracking effort from similar distance, and now we've hit the post with one from about 35 yards as well. Hamsik involved for a second time here, getting it to Mertens. Oh, it's just going to run straight through that gap and keep going, and then slot that through there beautifully. Krejci forced a little bit too far wide, though. Need someone to drop back. Mertens is found. Didn't have the technique on the finish. Try and get this back in first time, which we've done, and Mertens this time headed down and on target, but Belek right behind it. It's going to be 2-0. Oh, there's the final whistle. It's going to be 2-0 here against Carpi. Let's jump back to the transfer window and round out those final 10 hours. Right, 10 hours to go. You can see the biggest moves in the window so far on the right-hand side there. Aymeric Laporte to Liverpool. Quincy Promes to Borussia Mönchengladbach, to Borussia Dortmund. And Rugani to Real Madrid. Not sure if there'll be any other major deals other than, of course, our move for Isco, which I presume is going to be one of these 4 emails here. Which it is. Someone's approached for Verratti. Whoa, £83 million by Chelsea. That's massive. Transfer for him from Matteo Darmian, but we're not going to accept that because Darmian's being used in this deal to see Isco come to Napoli. That is a great move for us. 87 rated Isco is going to slot straight into the starting lineup. I am thrilled with that. I'll put him in the starting lineup immediately. Move Zielinski onto the bench, and then we'll take Rog out, and we will put Isco in. That is solid business work from us. That hopefully will just mean that we'll be even more prolific in front of goal and even more creative in midfield throughout the rest of this season, hopefully leading us on to the treble of some description. That is, was that the second biggest move of the window so far? I'll just quickly check. I can't remember whether it was the big. No, yeah, it was third. It was 33.5 for Promes. For some reason, my brain told me it was 32.5, but clearly I remembered that wrong. Okay, well, something's happened because that's just shot up to 200 odd million. Yeah, okay, there you go. Well, PSG made £83 million selling Verratti to Chelsea, and they spent all of it plus more, bringing Antoine Griezmann into PSG for £91 million. £91 million. That, I think, is the biggest move I've ever seen in a career mode, off the top of my head. You'll have to let me know if you've seen something bigger, but I think 91 million is the most I've ever seen. Especially coupled with an £83 million move by the same team in the same window, in the same hour. Mauro Icardi's gone to Manchester City for £79 million. What is going on? That's unreal. 240, 250, 253 million pounds spent in the space of 2 hours. 253 million in 2 hours. It's 253, isn't it? 70 and 80 is 150, 90 is 240, and then the 9. Yeah, 253 million in 3 hours. That's remarkable. That's the biggest splurge of cash I've ever seen. There might have been another big deal gone through there. That's the biggest splurge of cash that I've ever seen. I think there may well have been another big deal go through, but it's not quite £79 million in size. I will have a look at the transfers tab before we end. I can't quite believe that's happened. All 3 deals going through on this transfer deadline day is massive. And I bet there was another one as well. It did take another big leap. No, oh, God. Okay, we have seen a bigger move. That was in the summer of this transfer window. Or the summer of this season even. 94 million, Dybala to Manchester United. 91 million for Griezmann, 83 for Verratti, 79 for Icardi, 49 for Rakitic, 28 plus Zapata for Rulli to come to me. Oh, so maybe there wasn't another big one done. 33 million plus Darmian for Isco to me. 44 million, there you go. 44 million, Oscar from Bayern Munich to Spurs. That's the other big one that got done there on deadline day. Huge. Absolutely huge. Wowzers. Drop the video like if you enjoyed. I'm quite taken aback by that. 500 million spent on transfer deadline day. Drop the video like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more. I'll see you next time.